Everybody, this is the weekly update. We're going to do all major markets overview. So I think a good place to start is take a look at what happened last week, specifically with crypto. Since crypto caused a lot of risk off selling due to Luna, et cetera, et cetera. Let's start with crypto and take a look what we can do with it. So when we posted this, when we had a daily close, right here, I was saying that watch for the follow through. If we get a follow through, I think we're going to recover. And I made a lot of posts on TradingView. You can check my history where I was basically already buying all of this here. So what's next? I posted this as well. Let me actually hop on the 4-hour chart. So we had this inverted head and shoulders on Friday. I posted basically saying, watch for the dip, watch for the breakout. Now we're getting the breakout. Made a whole video talking about higher highs and higher lows. We are just making the higher high. So the trend doesn't change until you start having higher highs and higher lows. So as you can see, this is a heavy resistance. So some selling pressure is still there. And but likelihood, I think we're going to be okay and close above it. Obviously, this will make the higher high, higher low, and allow for trade for the price to recover after the massive sell off, relentless sell off, especially culminating in this blowout at support. And if you take a look at the daily again, let me actually hop on the other one as it's cleaner. You see this, you can actually connect these two as well, the area. This is a very massive support. So we probed below it, but we did not close below it, as you can see, and we recovered. And we basically had a massive sell-off from 42 below to almost mid-20s. So relentless sell-off in other markets as well. And now I think this week highly likely we're going to recover. Again, if something comes out that now USDT is crashing and they don't have the reserves, and they don't have the reserves that they're saying that they have. But I don't think that the crypto or risk winter is over. I think that there is a lot of room to go down. But meanwhile, you can still trade it successfully. And specifically, like I said, recovering in a risk. So the target for this inverted head and shoulders is here. It's around 36,000. As you can see, the 50% retracement of this leg down here comes in at 50% comes in here around 36 and let's see, 36,700, 800. So a lot of basically there's a big confluence of 200 is here. This trend line channel that held it up and then broke down. Very highly likely we're going to retest either 50% or some the underside of this trend line here that we took out. As obviously it will take some time. And after that, I think we're going to start rolling back over because the fundamentals are still pretty bad in the economy. So crypto, which is very highly correlated to NASDAQ tech, this thing is getting hammered as well. And last week, basically, I said we're going to recover from the lows, maybe dip a little bit, inverted head and shoulders, but basically around the once we get to the decent resistance, I think we're going to start rolling over back down. So this is what's happening with NASDAQ. Obviously, if we take out this swing high, we need to take out this swing high for risk to recover more. Where's more mental? There we go. So this area here, a little higher, maybe a dip, to get, because this is just one leg, maybe consolidation or a little bit of a dip before another leg up. You're gonna have ABC correction, and then off we go. Kind of like here, ABC, right? So this is what I'm looking at in the Nasdaq US 30, all similar pictures. So S&P, same channels, same everything. So we're approaching resistances. If we start rolling over heavy from it, that means that the sell-off continues, especially with the federal with Powell speaking on Tuesday, I think. So they've been very hawkish. They can talk about the soft landing, but they have never ever been able to engineer a soft landing. They're full of shit as always. Doesn't matter. But if he becomes overly hawkish again, there's going to be another catalyst for a sell-off. So, but I think on Monday at least we have a good chance of recovering. So I'm long risk on Nasdaq, S&P, US 30. I'm long crypto and gold and silver. Let's see what's going on with gold. Gold, I thought we would have. I thought we're gonna bounce harder, more from here. I bought it here. I sold it off. It rolled over. I bought it again on a dip down around 20s. Yeah, around 20. So I'm long. I thought after this bar here that I bought it basically at the open of this bar, so somewhere around 23, 24. I'm long here. I figured my stop should be below 800, 1800. Why? Well, because that's what happened. We swept for liquidity right below, because the stops were right below the 1800, and hopefully we're gonna muster a little bit of bullish momentum to recover to maybe mid 1800s. Honestly, it doesn't look good for gold, because this is pretty bearish with the inflation, with the Fed being overly hawkish. That's putting the dollar being on fire. It's putting a lot of pressure on gold. So and rates rising. So they're pricing in the inflation. So the hedge against inflation is losing value, hence the gold selling. So that's gold. Let's take a look at oil. Oh wow! All right, oil is about to break out. This is quite nice. Check it out. I think. Well, this is a big resistance right here, right? This zone. So you would need a close above 110, a daily close above 110, and you can pretty much then go long and target these highs. I think that's what we're gonna see in the summer. With summer, usually the summer months, usually people obviously use more gas and everything. So usually seasonal pricing of oil will go higher due to higher demand that is associated with the summertime. So fundamentally, it's there. Technically, it's there. So it's looking good. You're making higher highs and higher lows. So low, 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 high, high. And we're gonna about to make another high. Probably visible better on the daily. As you can see, swing, 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 swing. Right. So very likely we're gonna, but it's not really. It's still consolidating, as you can see, because it makes a high barely above, just sucker in the breakout traders, and it rolls over. It rolls over where their stop losses are. Runs their stop losses, reverses hard, and goes back up. So you have to be aware of these patterns and the price action. That's why if you want to learn more about price action, stop by apexbull.com, etc. With our course or free Telegram group where I'm posting every day. This price action is indicative of still of consolidation, but it's obviously if they run up like this, it needs to consolidate a little bit to chew through the orders, and then it's like a spring that is that is coiled, and then it releases the energy. So it's coiling up right now to release the energy in the form of a giant move. By the way, this culmination of the prices, you can see just up, 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 and then blow off. That's what that's what I think we've seen in the Bitcoin, but in reverse. So slow, 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 capitulation, and now reversal. Now that we've stepped out all the, I think last week a statistic came out that on, well, whatever this day was, I already forgot, Wednesday or Thursday, whatever, Friday. No, Friday we were already recovered. So Thursday and Wednesday, right? I think was one of the biggest liquidation of margin traders, retail margin traders on the books. So this is pretty much all the retail just getting wiped out as they're trading 50x, 25x, 100x, whatever, and with very limited capital, obviously. So they just got wrecked completely. So if anybody wants to ask questions, if not, then in the chat. I think that my positions are pretty clear. So I think we're gonna see at least a Monday recovery for risk, continuation of which, and then depending on what Powell says and how market perceives it, we'll see what's next. But for now, Bitcoin and the indices are along. So, and Dixie, obviously, the dollar index is on fire. It's been on fire for a while. This is a daily chart. But as you can see, it was gradual, accelerated a lot. But I think it's going to tap out somewhere close for a little bit of a pullback before continuation. So I think Euros and Aussie, New Zealand, these are daily charts. New Zealand got completely hammered too, almost 1,000 pips down without any significant pullback consolidation. So whenever you have moves like that, usually there is a violent comeback afterwards. So I wouldn't be surprised if we recover this week to about mid 64s. So retesting underneath this order block here. That would be my guess. So I actually have a TP at 64. I'm long already. I've been long. I was long on Friday. Wrote all of this, and I closed my position. Just reopened during the open, and this is what I'm looking at for New Zealand. So these are the trades. The dollar yen is looking a little bit overcooked as well, but this son of a bitch likes to move that way sometimes just relentlessly. As you can see, from 100 to almost 120 in one go, and then obviously decline for months to come. So this was the COVID, obviously. This is a pretty nasty move already. So we went from 113, 114, 113 to 130. So 2,000 pips right there. I think it's time this thing starts. See, I think we've had a double top already. And triggered below, unless I'm not sure personally, but this might be a good area to short with stops above. If don't just leave an order here, obviously. What you want to see is a rollover. So next to our resistance, you want to see, so price goes up, and then you want to see a candle like this. And then after this candle closes, you sell, put your stop above, and it goes down. So that's what I want to see, this type of reaction here. All right. Hope it helps. Enjoy. As always, more than welcome to stop by a free Telegram group and check out apexbull.com or fundingtrades.com. All right. Hope it helps. Enjoy.